Hello YouTube, Geminijets 2000 here, coming at you with the airport update of Pittsburgh, Kilo Papa, India Tango. So yeah, this was requested by SBAaviation and Gemini Jets 777. This is going to be the first of my airport update requests. I've trying to do them in order of like the first request gets the first one. But some of the first airports have some new models, so I'm waiting for those. But this one, I basically had everything, and I don't have anything coming that would go to it. So yeah, Pittsburgh, I got pretty much 95, 98% realism. There's just Allegiant, that's the only airline I didn't get, which is kind of sad. I have an Allegiant 757, but I didn't use that. And there's just a few. And same with all the gates and the terminals, those are all accurate except for the internationals. I know what terminal they're in Terminal C here, but I don't know what specific gates they park at. Then also with like Frontier. Most of the airlines, they're still flying with you know, the whole COVID thing, so I can get the gates off of flights from today and stuff. But this is not a COVID-19 time, just kind of, this is regular. Actually, all these routes are based off of like September, so in like 3 months, 4 months, if the schedules, as the schedules have not been downplayed yet. So this is basically, you know, full capacity. Got Terminal A over there, Southwest, United, Air Canada, Frontier. Terminal B here, Alaska, JetBlue, American, Spirit. Terminal C, the international terminal, British Airways, Condor. Oh yeah, Allegiant would be in Terminal B. And then Terminal D, which is like Delta. So yeah, then there's some little charter Part 135 operators, which are there, but I don't have any of those. A couple cargos, they wouldn't be here at the real airport, they'd be on like the other side of that runway or behind there. But yeah, so let's just get into it. And with the terminal is actually accurate. I have all the exact number of gates. Each terminal is accurate to how it would look in terms of the size and everything. So yeah, I'll start off here in Terminal A. I'll start with the Frontier. This is one that I wasn't sure which gate it was at because they haven't operated a flight in the last few days due to, you know, all the regular stuff. But we've got a Frontier A320 heading out to Denver. That'll be operating, at least scheduled, in a few months. We'll see if the schedules stay full. Other one was Air Canada. The other one I couldn't find a gate for. But Air Canada, CRJ 705. It's a CRJ 200 on the route, and that goes to Toronto. It came in from Montreal. United parks at these ones on this side. Southwest on this side. First off here is a United 737-800 in the new livery. And he's heading out to San Francisco. Got an A319 just pushing back here for Chicago O'Hare. Embraer 175 at the gate for Washington Dulles, and he arrived in from Houston Intercontinental. And an A320 there at A2, which is going to be heading out to Denver and arrived in from Newark. On the other side here, a 1357 through 9 Southwest. We got a MAX 8. This is actually one of the scheduled Southwest aircraft in September, so that was kind of cool. We'll see if they get the MAX into service by then, but I just thought that was kind of cool and kind of interesting. But a MAX 8 heading out to Las Vegas. It arrived in from Houston. 737-700, Colorado 1, heading out to Fort Myers in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Empty Southwest gate. Southwest 737-700 heading out to Denver in from Orlando. And a 737-800 over there, which is going to be heading out to Fort Lauderdale and is in from Tampa. And just taxiing in after arrival is a Southwest 737-700. And he is... he's heading out. He just arrived in from St. Louis and will be heading out to Chicago Midway. On takeoff rolls is Southwest 737-700 heading out to Baltimore, and he arrived in from Dallas. Love earlier. I'll just head over to Terminal B here. Starting with like American Eagle. Another thing, I need like American Eagle E145, so I'm a little dry on, or like CRJ, but this is my only American Eagle I have. So I'm a little dry on American Eagles. But right here is the E175 heading out to Miami, and he arrived in from DCA. Empty American gate. American A319 heading out to Charlotte in from Philadelphia. American 738 just about ready to push for Chicago O'Hare. Another American 737-800 for Dallas Fort Worth. Over here on the other side, kind of got some empty gates. Couldn't find any airlines that used these ones. Right here is a Spirit A319. which is heading out to Cancun, and it arrived in from Los Angeles. Spirit, another Spirit aircraft would be more realistic, but this is the only one I have, because they also go to Fort Lauderdale, Las Vegas, Orlando, Myrtle Beach, among others. Right here's Alaska 737-900ER, heading out to Seattle, Tacoma. Right now during COVID-19, they're flying, I think, Pittsburgh, then it continues to Baltimore, or continues to Charleston, one of those, but normally it would just be a Seattle turn. And right here's a JetBlue A320 and out to Boston. This route is on the E190. I don't have the 190, so the 320 is gonna do. Going over here to the Sea Concourse, pretty empty, not too many internationals, just British Airways and Condor. British Airways is year-round, Condor is not year-round, they're seasonal. When I was looking in September, they weren't scheduled, so that's not, that wouldn't be realistic for September, but I just wanted to have the plane in here. So I'm just gonna put a little tug down. Right here is a British Airways 787-9 Dreamliner. The route's on a 787-8. This is close enough, heading out to London Heathrow. Get some good lighting on that one. Then right here is the Condor 767-300 ER, which is going to be heading out to Frankfurt. Once again, these gates, I'm not sure what specific gates they use because they're not operating. I had nothing to look it up. Just the terminal, which is Terminal C here. Over to Terminal D, just like Delta. Right here is a Delta 737-900 ER. And he is getting loaded up for Atlanta, Hartsfield Jackson. Yep. And then right here is a CRJ 900 for Delta, which is going to be heading out to Raleigh, Durham, and arrived in from JFK. And Embraer 170 going to be heading out to LaGuardia and is in from Boston. And an A321, which is going to be heading out to Detroit. There's nice all the catering and in bags. And then there's a 717 heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. You got empty gates around here. Actually, I was surprised at how many gates there were specifically, because I have like one gate left over. Came that close to like having an empty spot. But right here is a Southwest 737, just holding short on runway. 737-700, final Southwest, and he's heading out to Atlanta, and he arrived in Nashville. Final passenger aircraft is the Delta A319, and he's going to be heading out to, just lined up and waiting for a flight out to Salt Lake City. Now on to the cargos. I only saw two cargos, just UPS and FedEx, the usual ones. UPS 757 to Louisville. I saw they flew to Philadelphia, but I didn't track a flight to Philadelphia. Then right here is FedEx MD-11 is my only FedEx. He's heading out to Memphis and in from Indianapolis. So yeah, that's the airport. I put the whiteness underneath the parking spots just to kind of make it look a little more orderly and stuff. I think it looks pretty good, pretty realistic. Stay tuned for, I have a whole list of airport updates. If you have not already commented on another video about an airport, you can comment on this video if there's an airport you want me to build. And I'll get to it. So yeah, this is pretty cool. The first one of many. I have like 15 on the list or something like that. So yeah, I have a bunch of new models all kind of on order, a bunch of NG models. So those should hopefully ship out sometime soon. I think the United 757 and the Her Art like New York might be delayed, so that might delay all of them. But yeah, a bunch of models, and a lot of those from that order and the new NG releases are going to be going into like some airports. So I'm going to wait to do at least Boston, wait to get the JetBlue A321, and then and also San Francisco to get as many Uniteds. So yeah. That's the airport update. I'm not sure which one I'll do next. It'll probably be not a super big airport, but probably something more like this, kind of moderate, medium-sized, something that I already have enough planes and I'm not like waiting to make it more realistic from my new planes coming. So yeah, and once again, this is not how the airport would currently look. It's not as busy. This is actually, as I said, September. I'm just trying to drag the video out another minute here to get to about 10 minutes. But yeah, so I'll just do some tail shots here. I think it turned out pretty well. Once again, if there's anything you'd like to see, just comment below, and I'll add it to the list. And yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at Geminijets_2000. And thank you for watching.